Hello everyone, this is Lord Focus, and today I'm going to talk a bit about StargateTech 2. First of all, I'm sorry for the video quality, but there has been some problems with my software and there appears to be a white overlay over the video, so don't pay too much attention to it. So first thing I want to say is, given I have more free time from college, I have more time to sink into modding Minecraft, which means more time to put into StargateTech 2. Now, this is what has been done so far, and this is what I wanted to show you. And after this, I will be going back to coding and try to get version 0.7 out as fast as possible. So first, the particle Ionizer, which has a rework GUI with GUI tabs. So these are the recipes and this is the site configuration in the same style of thermal expansion. So you can see it takes inputs from the top and outputs to the bottom, so you can pull ionized particles from the bottom and you can put items and ionizable fluids in the top. It re-renders the side, so see, blue, orange, dots and nothing. Also, it does that thing where activating a side with a color makes the corresponding slots highlighted. For the particle ionizer, we now have fluid ionizing as opposed to only receiving some kinds of materials. It now receives fluids as well, so we have a double chamber now, which is fluid and solid. There are recipes for both, and you will see what is being ionized in the chamber, although you don't have a tooltip to show you exactly what it is, but you can guess by the image. This is the ionizable fluid tank, so you put ionizable fluids here, ionizable items in here, and the particle ionizer checks what's in the input tank and slots and chooses the best available option. Everything produced will go in here, in the ionized particles tank. As you have seen before, there's the how much millibuckets per tick. It's per tick now, not per second. So with with UU matter alone, you get alpha bucket every tick. So when this goes below 7.5, it will produce another alpha bucket, and it uses 1 redstone flux per tick. This is only for UU matter, which is a material that is hard to acquire through Industrial Craft 2, and it already takes a lot of matter and energy in its production, so it doesn't need too much energy to produce, and it gives you a lot of ionized particles because it's pretty much raw matter. Now, for the recipes, we have a few pages here, so you can use redstone dust with water, which will give you 12 buckets after it is spent. So this is how much time there's left. For UU matter, it takes 5 minutes to complete, and the bar is here as of now, and you'll see it fill as it goes. Also, new power gauge, which looks fancier and shows you a lot more details about the power status of this machine. For the rest of the GUI, it's pretty much the same. Inventory with your skin's face here, machine icon here, name, colored bar, one for each machine. Nothing new there. So back to the GUI tab. You can like them. We have 3 pages, and we're viewing page 1. There are 6 recipes as of now. Redstone dust with water gives you 12 buckets. Glowstone dust with water will give you 180 buckets. And block of redstone 240, and glowstone block will give you 1044 440. And then there's just scrap, which gives you 450, and matter, which produces 3 million buckets, 3000 buckets. So at alpha bucket per tick, it takes 5 minutes to give you the 3000 buckets. And goes back to the beginning. Opening one tab closes the other. This is all the behavior you're used to in thermal expansion. As of now, right-clicking a face doesn't do anything, as opposed to thermal expansion's behavior where it goes back to the previous state. So blue means input, orange means output, and these gray dashes mean it takes everything. So for the particle ionizer, there's just blue and orange. And now we have the shield controller here. It's pretty much what you already know from the old shield emitter, except we have a new permission for friend system of from the friend system introduced in thermal expansion. In COF Core, actually, you don't need thermal expansion. So depending on who owns this shield controller, its friends can pass or not, depending on the configuration here. If the system isn't available for any reason, this will display a red background with an exclamation point, which indicates there has been an error and you can't use the system. So for other players, which is all the players that aren't your friends, you have another setting. You can use the exceptions for both. So if you put a player name here, me in this case, you can't. Doesn't matter if I'm on the friends or the other players. This is an exception to whatever rule I'm in here. So if you move a player to your friends and the states are different for friends and other players, being in the exceptions also changes the behavior, because you now have a different permission from here, and the exception negates your permission. Site configuration, as we have seen above, this only takes input for the ionized particles, which come through here and are being pulled from the bottom and flow with matter. Now there's a third tab as of now for the abstract bus. As you know, the shield controller uses the abstract bus system, and you can connect. Oh, you can't connect? Why? Is it because it's disabled? Need to fix it. So as you see, there's a lot to do in the mod before it is released, but it's in a pretty good state. The tabs were a lot of work and they're done now, So this is whether the abstract bus is enabled or disabled. It also has fancy sounds. And this is the current address. 4 digits in hexadecimal. Beef is valid. And after F it goes back to 0. So default is all zeros, but you can give it whatever value you feel like. And being disabled makes it so that the abstract bus cannot be used, so no packets will be sent or received through the abstract bus. And the address, as you may already know, affects how the packets are filtered. For example, if you send a packet to a certain address and it doesn't match the rules for this address, this machine won't receive the packet. And that's pretty much what has been done here. GUI tabs being the main focus, and also the work on the particle ionizer, which, believe it or not, was quite a bit of work. Also, there have been a few internal changes that won't affect you, but they took time as well. And as you can see, there's a few things here. I have started 2 new machines, the crossover and the prioritizer, which doesn't even have a name. They have been started because of the way the API internally works now, and I took the chance to try out these new machines, but they have just been started and there's not much in them yet. I don't think they even do anything. Let's see. Yeah, this is still a work in progress. What about this one? Doesn't even have a GUI yet. A few machines have been changed internally. As you have seen, the shield emitter no longer has a GUI and it will be changed. As you have seen, it no longer glows either. The same thing applies to the particle ionizer. The face no longer glows, and these are the changes that have been introduced. These 2 machines, the crossover and prioritizer, won't be available on 0.7 because I want to release it as soon as possible, and I don't have time to finish these machines for 0.7. I want to release it as fast as I can and with as less bugs as I can do it, and then work on 0.8, which has the long awaited transport beacons. After that, I may or may not work on it, since replicators are on the list for 0.9.2, so there's a lot coming. And alright, this is it. See you next time. Bye.